What's good, my friends? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're going to be jumping into drums. I have a track that I was working on here, and I'm going to show you how I can take from where it is right now with just instruments alone to adding drums so that it can sound like a full song. So I'm going to be creating a more modern style of Afro house just to show you how you can compose your drums. I've got some comments on my previous videos of you guys asking me to show you how to create drums from scratch, and I'm going to show you. And I'm going to be using the samples from my drum kit, which is the Afro house tribal drum kit, which is the tribal drum kit here. So to save time, I've already loaded my top kick and my main kick, and then I also loaded the samples that I got from my drum kits here, so we can save time, because you guys know how it is when you're trying to do sound selection. You go through every folder. It's such a tedious task, and this video would be too long if I went through that. So I have, like I said, two kicks here. So I have my top kick, which is this kick right here. So it's gonna play, and then it's gonna transition from the top kick to the main kick, which I have on this section here. So I'm gonna play backwards, gonna transition like from right here. This is coming out so dope. I really love how this track is sounding like. That's the first thing I usually do when I compose my tracks. I start with a top kick, and then I also add my main kick. And how you create your top kick is up to you. If you want to use samples, if you just want to high pass your main kick, that's up to you. You know, your process works the same depending on which one you want. It's all up to you. For this one here, I just used a sample because I'm trying to, do less clicks to get to a certain result. I can just use a sample, which is super easy. That's why samples are important. If you don't have them, there are links that are down below to get the best samples for house music, right? So now that I've got the kicks loaded up here, now I can just select this section here, and I'm going to build my kicks and all my drums in this one pattern here. But this pattern, I'm going to want to expand it and make it go longer. So I'm just going to delete these, and then I'm going to go into my channel rack, and you can see here I'm filling in 4 steps. So I want to fill 8 steps so that I can double that, right? So now I filled in 8 steps like that, and you can see this is what the pattern looks like. So I'm just going to add more here, and then I'm going to delete the rest, which were 4 bars. So that's something that you want to do with your drums. So now that I've got the kick, the second thing that I want to use here and add is a tom. So I'm going to start with a low tom, this one here. So I'm going to create a nice groove with this tom. Just like that. I love how that groove is going right now. So now I can play around with the high octave one and the mid one. These toms sound perfect. I love the groove that they add into the track. And then now I've got a clap sound that I have right here. I can use this clap sound, and I want to try something different. I'm going to place it in like a deep house clap. It doesn't sound bad at all. I love how it sounds, right? So then next we can move on to the shakers. So I've got this roller shake here, and I sent it to a mixer track, and then I added some delay to it. So that's one way I like to process my shakers. So I like that these steps that I added here. So I'm gonna fill in 4 steps, and then I'm gonna move them from left to right. So that's Shift, Command, and Lift. So I can press Shift, Command, and just shift them. And then the next shaker here, also the same thing. I have a delay here at a different time, at a faster time here on the time. So I'm gonna add this one and fill in 2 steps. And then I'm gonna use this next sound here. And then moving on to the Clack perk right here. So I'm just gonna play around with the start offset so I can trim out this section here so it starts a little bit sooner. I love that. So I threw in this drop perk right here. It sounds really good. And then the last thing I'm gonna add is this stomp kick right here. So I'm gonna create a groove with it and then throw it in, something that complements the whole vibe. Nice. So I can just piano roll this and then just copy it over, just to make my life easier, like this, instead of having to do it again. So I just copy and then boom, and then it's copied over. I'm thinking of layering this stomp kick with a cymbal. So I'm going to go into cymbals in my Deep House sample pack. I'm going to layer it with this sound here. So I'm just going to say copy and paste. Hey, I love how that sounds. I really love how that sounds. So now we can play the track back and hear how it all sounds and how it all came together. Maybe that's a bit too early. Hey, come on. And then I take it out right there. And then it comes back in again. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was super nice and simple and easy to follow. If you still have questions, make sure to drop them down below. I would love to hear from you. And this is exactly the process that I do when I'm trying to create drums for any track that I'm working on. And obviously the grooves you come up with and everything is gonna definitely be different depending with your vibe that you're going for. But this was just for me to illustrate how you can create really nice sounding drums by just following the groove and following the beat. But let me not ramble on. Thank you so much for watching. There are links down below if you want to support the channel, and also like and subscribe. I'm gonna check you out in my future video. I'm X and I'm out. Peace.